What's good, everybody? Welcome back. This is your host, Alfonso Pearson for DMV Hidden Talent, where we come to you daily and weekly for updates for the Commanders and Ravens. On this week, we took a little break because we went on vacation, but it was also a special week because we talk about the Commanders and the Ravens, and they both played each other on Sunday. All right, I'm going to give you a quick rundown why I chose to cover both teams, because they're in two different divisions and they barely intertwine. Only time they'll play each other is probably like on some preseason or like every other season during the season. So that's a quick rundown why I cover both teams, and plus they're like also less than 50 miles away from each other, so it's like a win-win situation, best of both worlds. So we'll get started with the Commanders. On on Monday, they had a game against the Bengals. They had some of the starters playing. Jaden Daniels, he was showing what he could do. So we're excited for him to make his season debut because he's showing that he's ready. And then Deebo Samuels, he came out and played. He showed what he could do. So we're excited to see what he could do during the season. And we're not really going to get into the Bengals game because that was just practice. But, and also for the Bengals game, the two that stood out to me the most were the two running backs. It was Krosky Merritt and Rodriguez. Those two showed they had potential during that game. And also, Brian Robinson got traded during the week. With that trade, it's going to free up some money for the Commanders. And you know what that means? It's kind of good news for Terry McLaurin. So if they're making trades like that, they're freeing up some money to try to bring him in. Hopefully they'll bring him in by game 1. So that was a quick rundown for the Commanders. And then for the Ravens, they played against the Cowboys. For the Cowboys, they were looking good. I would say the secondary for the QBs is looking good. I think Cooper Rush has the second string spot, and we're gonna fast forward to Sunday when they play the Commanders. When the Commanders and the Ravens play, it's always a good thing. So it's like not really a lose-lose situation. All right, on Sunday, my player to look out for is Tyler Loop. Tyler Loop is looking dangerous. That leg is looking crazy. That leg is looking very crazy. And also Cooper Rush, he did his thing against the Commanders. Both teams got a little cleaning up to do, but I feel like the Ravens are coming out as a more solid team. Their secondary is more solid, and the Commanders, their secondary, they have to get it together. Mind you, we're just talking about practice, the second strings, third strings, and like we haven't seen what the number ones could do yet. So the Commanders and the Ravens game was the last preseason game, so we're getting ready for the real deal. That means the season is here. And I'm excited to see what both teams could do. And that's it for this episode. Enough about practice, enough about preseason. Let's get the season started. Let's go.